song is like 13 minutes long, so let's just write it out. Okay, cool. I usually like to start off my sets with a little bit about me, a couple fun facts, because we're getting to know each other. My name is Dave. I'll be 31 in 5 years. I'm not the smartest guy. I often get things confused. For example, I often mix up the terms gigolo and juggalo, which probably explains why I keep paying clowns for sex. It's pretty constant. Who here gets like those shower thought type things a lot? I have two. If people don't want us eating cows, then why are they made out of food? And I wrote down another one, it's admittedly kind of dumb. Why do I park in the driveway but drive my friends and family away? I don't know why I do it. If you haven't already guessed, my mental health is not good. It's rapidly declining. I actually tried to kill myself. I didn't do it. I'm going to tonight. I'm going to kill myself.
Keep going.
There it is. Okay. So I didn't kill myself because I realized, wait a minute, I'm 26. And I kind of feel like killing yourself at 26 is a lot like dropping out of college when you only have one semester left. You have the credits, might as well finish. All right, moving on. A lot of people try to give me advice when they hear how I'm doing. They always say, hey Dave, hang tight, man, hang tight. And like, I appreciate it. It comes from a point of sincerity, but hang tight has got to be the worst advice to give a suicidal person, I would think. Because like, that's what I'm trying to do all the time. That's all I think about. Okay. A lot of people don't like the suicide stuff, so I get it. I'll change it up. How about that whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing that happened a while? I feel safer now. That happened a while back. That was pretty nuts. A friend of mine asked me when it happened, he's like, Dave, how do you feel about this, man? You do stand-up. And I said, no, I don't. I do therapy with friends. I don't do stand-up. And he said, okay, well, if you did, how do you feel about it? The fact that someone, if they don't like what a comedian says, they could run up on him, they could hit him, they could yell at him. I said, that already happens. But secondly, I don't worry about that because the only person I ever make fun of is myself, and the only person that I could see ever getting annoyed with my comedy is my mom. And after all, I'm the guy that keeps trying to kill her son, so I get why she'd be a little upset about it, I think. I've been doing some stuff to try to get my mind right. For example, last summer I got super into sunbathing, so if anyone here has a son, available. Who here is a Spider-Man fan? Any Spider-Man fans? Yeah. He's my favorite superhero. I'm constantly learning new stuff about him. For example, I recently learned that Peter Parker in college, he majored in biophysics, which I think is cool. And this whole time, I always thought Spider-Man majored in web design. Yeah, we're on a roll. I've also been going to Al-Anon, which for those who don't know, it's a support group for people who had, adult people who grew up with an alcoholic parent. And it's been cool, it's been helpful, but I thought it was kind of weird because our first meeting, they had us sitting in a circle reading excerpts from the Bible, which was very odd because here you have a room full of people who have massive amounts of trauma associated with drunk people. In the book you picked for us to read, the main character is like the drunkest dude ever. Like if 2,000 years later people use red wine as a metaphor for your blood, I feel like that says a lot of value as a person. But if some of you are still not on board, it's like, oh Jesus, he can't be drunk, no way. Just follow me for a split second here. If I asked you to picture a drunk person, what might that look like, besides my dad? For me, when I think drunk person, the first person I think of is a frat dude, like a frat bro, frat guy. And like, if you guys read the Bible recently, it is multiple stories of Jesus Christ and his 12 homies walking from party to party, talking about, do you even know who my freaking dad is, bro? It's frat boy behavior. Someone recently asked me, what's God's position in your life? And I had to think about it, and I thought, God's position, probably like middle linebacker, I would say. Because like every time I get going, he's always there to take me out. Who here thinks Russian nesting dolls are way too fucking full of themselves? My buddy once said, my friend said he'd take a bullet for me. So I shot him. Last joke, and then I will leave. You heard me talk about my dad briefly. I can't fucking stand him, he sucks. Growing up, I learned we only had one thing in common, and that's the fact that we could both never play tennis, admittedly for different reasons. I can't play tennis because I don't do very well with blame, and whenever I try to play, someone's always telling me that I'm at fault for some reason. And my dad can't play tennis because it involves love. So, for him, he was more of a golf guy because golf is a sport that consists of repeatedly hitting something and then watching it leave you. But not only watching it leave, being confused as to why it didn't go where you wanted it to go. And that's my time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jackie, so much.